You will not hold it on the head of the people of Southern Cameroon. Okay? You will run Lebialem. You will not run Fako. AGF guys came there, they caught them. They were not treated as Southern Camerooners, they were mercilessly butchered. Even one of them that I treated in the hospital at Bashwa in Nigeria. They butchered them. And you are going to answer for those. This is not an issue of make-up, as you guys have make up a lot of things and thrown on other people. These are factual issues. So you have to be very careful. You see, you've been fighting so hard to destroy SCLC. SCLC does not need any individual, not even me, to save it. SCLC came together to save this struggle. It is Southern Cameroon. The door is not locked. So let me tell you something. Until you topple Sako and you become the head of the IG, you will not take the responsibility which is not yours. I repeat, you will not control Fako. If you want to turn Fako bloody, rest assured that is what you will get. But I can assure you one thing. I do not talk, I act. You see, I've never sat for one day and got so angry and I thought that Ayaba was a bigger problem to me that I need to resolve. No. I say the things I want to say and I go after them. I have one big problem. La République du Cameroon. You think you know so much? You think you have a big mouth? You think that? You are making a big mistake, my brother. A very, very big mistake. Do not take your mouth and the dangers you've put us in time and time again with the empty threats you've thrown out there. And then you come back to me and tell me, even Ayaba don't pass you. No. I don't go out fighting Ayaba on principles. I don't do that. I want you to take note of this. For you to jump out there and go and put that statement, it shows what you have been planning for a very long time. When the tires will come out, and very soon, you will be standing by the roadside with your bicycle, and there will be nobody with a new tire deflated to replace it. That is the message I'm sending to you. I don't send it lightly. I send it because there are evidence out there. I cannot accuse you that you are working for La République as others are saying. But I'm saying that your actions, your activities, your attitude, your utterances, your inability to see anything away from your anger for not being the head of the IG or whatsoever. Your inability to think that you talk for everybody is going to be your undoing. Mola Sako signed that SALC statement. Of course, he saw the statement. He read it. If he told you he did not, he's lying. He's a pastor like you. You're a fake pastor. Because I don't know whether you're a man of God. Just go and look at the things you've been throwing out there. What the hell are you talking about? You are telling me that small Ayaba. Ayaba is not a small man. Listen, I might have my differences. When it comes to this struggle, you don't count with Ayaba. Because if it comes even to say people have committed atrocities here, you have done the same thing like him. If that is what you are trying to put on him. So you give me a break. Say small Ayaba don't pass me. I am not joking in this matter, Mr. Ano. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. I have nothing with you as an individual. You can do whatever you want to do with your life or whatever you are doing. But not in this struggle. Not here. Remember how many times you used to call me to tell me that this is what you are thinking that the approach you should take and what did I tell you? At that time you were not in the struggle. You were a journalist, just a mere journalist who want to play on both sides. You won an election. They stole it away from you as I heard. You came back fighting very hard and you are prepared to bring down the entire house until you get back what is yours. You know what you are holding on Mola Sako's head. You know. That is not my problem. But what you are holding on Mola Sako's head, you will not hold it on the head of the common Ayaba. I don't have any problem with Ayaba that has to do with me fighting with Ayaba. You are just a scoundrel, Mr. Chris Ano. You are a scoundrel. I have you in records. You know, I don't play small children's games to go out and throw those records. I have you in records in abundance. People come to me, I'm not interested whether your sister has worked with La République military or what, that's not my business. I'm interested in what you do that is affecting the struggle. I have you in records. You went to South Africa, even had a record with Eric and the others there. They bought you a laptop in South Africa. They recorded you. They sent it to me. Where you were taking a vow you will never join this government. I have everything of you in records. Ayaba is not above me. Okay? Ayaba might have his positions that I don't support it. But I think it is far better when it comes to thinking on how to move forward than you. So these are two things. You just graduated a few days ago, Mr. Ano, from being a journalist to become a revolutionary. You don't graduate so soon. I don't tell you, when you see persons start make ha, they act like that. You know, so you don't trap it. Your problem is for take power. Either for the BLM forum, no. Nobody write for the BLM forum. The BLM people, they talk for me too, no. They talk for me. They not fit talk for me for Mwe, but they could talk for me for Pidgin or for English. The battle zone I don't cause them for inside the BLM between Lewo and Lebang people. Divide the one way come for all for Mundani. All of those things are in your hands. You have not finished cleaning the mess you have caused inside the BLM. The mess. The total mess. You think you can shift it to Fako because you have a large mouth. That mouth is good for you to go and preach to the people. That is why you call yourself a pastor. You have become a ridicule. You are disgracing us. You are a disgrace to the BLM sons and daughters. I'm telling you the truth. You won't get what you want. You can't get power like that, my brother. You won't. Nobody should deceive you that you will enter Boya or we will get freedom and you become communication secretary. Over which country? Which country? Some of us might be nothing there, but not you. Because your attitude has shown that you are so determined. Any Southern Cameroonian, anyone, whoever they come from which part of that land, who is so determined to hold to power or acquire power, will not know what will hit them. I've just told you one thing. You want to speak for the IG, Topu Sako. Do it officially. Because I know you will never forgive them. I have the records. I know how many people voted for you. I know what happened. I know the game. I know how they brought in Mola Sako. I know where it came from. Everything. Because you guys don't know how to see your lips. You cannot be confidential. You are flippant, all of you. You in particular are so flippant. For you, I'm not surprised because that is the job of most people who do journalism. As a journalist that you've been doing this job for quite some time. Anyone who trusts you with any confidential information is wasting their time. Your job is to talk. It is in the blood of anyone who is a journalist. So even among us, when we work, we know who are journalists and we know how to deal with them. So you should not come here and then you are acting like ha 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 ha. No! You want to Topu Sako, period. Go ahead, Topu Sako, then you can sit and talk with us. Okay? Topu Sako, you will sit and talk with us. I've been to your church. I've been there. You're a man of God. You showed me your church. I saw your puppies. You showed me their wife. That is why I say you are a disgrace. I expected better from you. I expected better. This is how you rush to judgment and went online and you wrote things about me. You don't think. You don't think. You are the type of people who are turning people away from God. You are turning people away from Christianity with this type of attitude. It doesn't help, my brother. It doesn't help. Maybe I'm sounding too angry with you. I'm sounding that angry because you are my brother. But you are that brother that I would prefer to fight with in public, fight with behind the scene. I will not spare you as long as you are that brother who is trying to bring disrepute to my name, to the name of millions of other people. I will not spare you. I will not. I am telling you that you are a disgrace. You, Chris Ano, you are a disgrace. I'm sending this message. You are listening. You are a disgrace. I never would have believed anybody that you could act this way. But make no mistake. Make no mistake. I said you will stand by the roadside with the tires of your bicycle deflated. And all those who have been clapping, singing, speaking in the local language to you, they will pass by and forget that it is Mr. Chris Ano standing by the roadside. They will not see you. They will see pieces of torn papers flying in the air, pushed aside by the wind. They will not see you standing and waving. This is a metaphor. And mark you, Mr. Ano. On a personal note, I have no business with you. I have no problem. But I have a problem with somebody who does not have a character, who does not have a conscience. That is where I have a problem with. You have the right to your opinion, but you do not have any particular right to the facts. You are on candid exuberance of messing up anything which you are not leading, or anything you see is a threat to your position as communication secretary for the IG that you are serving. And with that imbued anger against Mullah Samuel Ikome Sako has driven you in such a way that you have forgotten your calling as a man of God, and not even your calling as a journalist, and have been involved in anti-revolutionary tendencies. For you to jump online and write what you wrote is to tell people exactly who you are. I've spoken to Fombad long time ago, just immediately one day after they declared this lockdown, trying to find a way to know what is going on. He explained to me. I said, I got it. I got the way the soldiers were able to convince you. But remember, that was just ASC. There was no Sokadev in it. But Sokadev went along. Because in the spirit of collaboration, I've even spoken with Luis, the young man who came from South Africa, who made out the audio and the write-up, who is having his own problems with ASC members on the ground, where they're accusing him that he has imposed himself as general, while he was merely communication secretary. I have all those audios in the complaints to me and everything that is going on. Even those who are within the ASC who are complaining that they have not received any dime from the IG since November. I have the audios here too. Those things just came in today. Yet others are saying that no, that is not true. They are fighting, they are arguing even within themselves, within their own small ranks. Why did I go behind to talk to them? Because I want them to understand that the stakes are very high, and that the homeland is more important than any one group, organization, movement, or whatsoever. That is what I did. It wasn't more than me to go on my Facebook page and put out a post. You don't do that. You learn your lessons. This is how you went out there and condemned me without knowing the facts. And when people started shouting, you went and pulled it off. You pull it down. You do not do that, Mr. Anu. First, as a servant of God, because your calling as a pastor comes before any other thing. It comes before you are being a journalist. It comes before you are being a communication secretary for the IG. But you have thrown away everything and you are kissing the ass of a devil by being so disruptive. Disruptive of anything you think that it is a threat to some imaginary position of communication secretary. How could you do that? How could you tame yourself to this? Someone that people would have turned you to respect, to look with honor, with pride. You have become a ridicule, a mockery. People stay behind and everybody is praying evil against you. And you know what it means? And then when I raise up this issue, you are telling me that small Ayaba don't pass me. Can you imagine the way you minimize things? You belittle important issues? Do you know what you are doing? By putting out that information there, you are not telling us that the Sako endorsed it. Sako saw it. Our problem was the timing for it to come out. We encouraged Mullah Sako to go talk to the forces on the ground. I could have talked to them because I talk to everybody. I don't make choices between ASC, Sokadev, or whatsoever. But I said, no, let him do it. As in quote, their commander-in-chief. And some of the forces said Mullah Sako never spoke to them. And there was chaos. So the issue was the timing for it to come out. It wasn't that Mullah Sako did not see it. I am telling you, go tell him. He saw that document. And I actually said they should hold on because we're trying to look into it. So don't come and ask me that, did Mullah Sako sign it? Of course, he saw it. We are working in collaboration. We argue in there. It doesn't mean that we are there as lovers. We argue, we debate, but we move forward. But you are greed for power. Your incessant zeal to topple Sako by every means possible, to ridicule him in public, to make everybody know that Chris Anno is the one that runs the IG, not Sako Ikome Samuel. In fact, Sako now is more like is it a houseboy? You are not just using him to achieve your end result. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen. Because this is not an IG, an APLM, an AGC Morris, whatever, consortium, SCNC, or whatever issue. It is not. It is not just like the SPLA, where it can bulldoze its way and go and sit and negotiate for everybody's sake. That is the error you are making. But my brother, I am deeply disappointed in you. You are a disgrace to yourself, a disgrace to your family, a disgrace to the calling of being a clergy, and a disgrace to our people. This attitude of yours has dug us holes that we have been struggling to dig ourselves out of it. But we will dig ourselves out of it. And I repeat, you will be standing by the roadside with deflated tires from your bicycle. No one will see you. They will see papers rolling in the air like dust. They will not even recognize you. You that they would have cherished your voice for a very long time. And you thought you were doing the beating, not knowing that you were digging your own hole. Not that for the Southern Cameroons. You still have time to change. But if you do not, be prepared yourself for what is coming. For people will not die, go into exile, stay in the bushes, in the forest, only to wait for one Mr. Chris Ano to mess up everything if it is not him in control or him calling the shots. That will not happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever.